Barrett flies a plane into Fun Gamer. You in the yellow shiny Sense Materia suit. Who's got an open slot? It's gonna be real interesting, I think, just to see if and how they alter this game for a new generation. Oh, that was Excal. Yeah, you're right. So, because you guys can't see what I'm seeing, where the heck is the thing? Why can I not do this all of a sudden? I actually am not looking at my own Twitch stream because that drives me absolutely up a wall to try and do. I also, because I don't have a directional microphone, tend to pick up background noise from the house and it'll feed back onto itself. So I'm not actually watching the Twitch stream, so I have my chat up in my IRC client on my laptop, which is not the biggest screen on the planet. So I'm kind of trying to keep one eye on the game and one eye on the chat, so please forgive me if I mess people's names up. It's not because I don't love each and every one of you for tuning in. Oh, it's like this. I don't know why my brain is just totally at a brain fart there. Yes, that is exactly a thing. Yes, Excalibur, that is exactly a thing that needs to happen. And then somebody pointed out to me the other day that not only do their phones explode, apparently so do their washing machines. Hell Press. Totally sounds like something Ghost Rider would do. Hell Press in his Hell Charger. I need money. Lots and lots of money. Because I have to buy batteries and weapons and all kinds of things. Go talk to Aerith, Mommy. And music that makes everybody cry. Yes, Cloud. I'm sorry. I know. They were here? Well... No, I'm just her foster mother. I've never really been able... And I know that there are published timelines... But one of the things I'd really like to see Squeenix do is actually clean up and figure out, like, when the war happened and how long it actually took and how that actually worked and how big this planet actually is. Because whenever I try to... These are the kinds of things I used to think about when I wrote fanfic. Yes, there is bad fanfic on the internet that I wrote. It's probably still on the internet even though I wrote it back in the 90s because the internet never forgets. Sector, shut up, because I know you probably can find it. I love you, but please don't put my bad fanfic in my chat. No, oh. That, as long as they keep it in that sort of game and they don't completely crazy up all the music for the remake. Oh yeah, that's right. You have read it. It's and so you could tell everybody that is absolutely awful. This is the kind of thing I used to think about, is trying to figure out how old everybody was and how big the planet was and how long it actually, because when you play Crisis Core, Zack gets deployed on these missions to like ViI or whatever, and if you figure Midgar is like Washington DC-ish and ViI is like Tokyo-ish, that's like a 20-hour plane ride, and you're jet-lagged all to hell and back. So how does that actually work? These are the kinds of things I used to think about when I was completely obsessed with this game. Which is kind of why I decided to do a Let's Play about it. This is the game that really got me back into being a hardcore, like, gamer nerd. You know, I grew up, I still have the Atari and the Nintendo I cut my teeth on. And then when you're in, when you're in middle and high school, you can't be different. And, when I was in middle and high school, girls didn't play video games. Girls didn't do nerdy things. So when I was in college, this is a game that really, like, sucked me back into being a video game nerd and really enjoying it and embracing my inner geek. So that's kind of where this all comes from. The shitter connection to FFX2, that I would love to know more about. Is this Sphera? Is this another world that the Shinra family, I guess, or clan got to somehow? Was it magic? Was it... I would love to know more about that. But one of these, like I would love to see the world map of this. Like, one of the coolest things I thought when Final Fantasy VIII was when you got your chocobo or your airship, and the world map, quote unquote, was actually on a sphere, and you saw just kind of how the distances actually looked. And I really, really enjoyed that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. In all of the fanfic I wrote, the planet was actually Earth. But in the fanfic I wrote, Jenova was also responsible for the black alien oil ooze in the X-Files. So this is where my brain was in 1999. I decided that the Ancients in Jenova were linked to the Syndicate and the Smoking Man, so because I was also watching way too much X-Files at the time. So, and yes, I ended up bringing Mulder and Scully into the future because, God, I was a little geek. That's what, yeah, the whole Cetra traveling from planet to planet. So I don't know if Shinra's family are the Cetra, which would be really weird. That's just, there's so much, like, they're like, oh yeah, it's connected, but then they never did anything with it. Aerith, no, I am not stupid, even as a child, and I know that you're going to basically take me and stick me with needles. Also, Hojo is creepy AF. Yes, I had like, the Cetra were basically linked to like the ancient Celtic tribes of England, because I was also completely obsessed with the Mists of Avalon at the time. It was really screwed. The headcanon I was writing out of was just really just me trying to link all of my different fandoms, and it was just, it had turned into a colossal cesspool, as you well know. And yes, Yuna could be a Cetra too. That would be awesome. Maybe the Albed or the Cetra, because they're the ones that had the airship, and they're the ones that had the ability to use Machina and fly and use the machines and do stuff. So Riku and Brother and all of them. Yes, she sacrificed herself for Marlene. I like she's just like, you're her father? She just like totally tells Barrett off. What kind of idiot are you? I gotta fight, but I want to be with Marlene, but I gotta fight. Well, Yuna's half Al bed. But that's a good point. Yeah, Yuna, yeah, the whatever magical thing makes her a summoner, and you have to be born to the right family to be a summoner, if I remember correctly. Like Yuna was a summoner because like her father was a jet. She was a summoner like her father before her and whatnot. No, Aerith doesn't think so. Aerith got herself involved in this mess, going up the really steep stairs. But yeah, it'd just be nice if they could just like publish a giant book that explains all of this. Kind of like I spent an awful lot of time trying to figure out, and of course the internet helped me with my other problem, which was how does Type 0 relate to Final Fantasy 13 and the fact that they're all Fabula Nova Crystallis games. I bet she likes you, Cloud. I hope so. I won't tell Tifa. I'm 3 and I'm smarter than all of you. Yes, I'm going after Aerith. We're going to raid Shinra headquarters and it's going to be awesome. Barrett, who sounds like a herd of freaking elephants running around the house. We're going to rescue your daughter, so can you watch my daughter? How do we get to the Shinra building? There's kind of not a train because they kind of dropped an entire 7th of the city. Let's go to Wall Market. Because it's the only other place we can go. Yes, Type 0 was that free game that came with... It's actually, believe it or not, it's a really good game. It is the 3rd Final Fantasy game that made me bawl my eyes out like a small baby. I cried so unbelievably hard at the end of Type 0. It's actually a lot of fun. And I did not get it on... I bought the game for the game. I did not get it for the Final Fantasy 15 demo because I just got this PS4 about a month ago. So, because I was not in a financial position when Type 0 first came out to be able to get a PS4 just to play one game. But no, Type 0 is actually a lot of fun. And really worth playing and has a really good story and some really neat links to 13. And I really enjoyed the 13 trilogy. So I was kind of looking, I'm looking forward to seeing what the links are. Because if 15 is also Fabula Nova, then I'm interested to see how they're going to link that to the worlds.